Oh, we're live. We're so live. It's so wonderful. We're so live right now. We're on the chat. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. It's absolutely fabulous. Let me just get my other light on over here. I can get everything all squared away. Oh, let me just turn it on. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have the thing to follow me right now. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's nice and bright. Nice and wonderful and bright. Almost too bright. It's almost too bright now. It's actually terrible. I almost feel like it's better not have the light right now. I think I have it a little too close. That's probably why. It looks like I'm on the center of the sun, but that's a little bit better. So here we are. We're just sitting back, relaxing, chatting for a little bit, hanging out. Got a few minutes before I have to get back to doing everything. Work later tonight. No, looking forward to it. But thankfully, I'll be done with the week. So got a lot coming to the channel. I've got a few things I'm going to try to get working on this weekend, although I'm stuck working again. So that's going to make things a little bit more difficult to try to get some videos out. I have some really fun videos that I want to do. So that's going to be good. If I can actually get around to doing those videos, we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And there should be hopefully 3 videos. I'm hoping to get 3 videos out this week. It's probably most likely going to be 2, but I'm going to try for 3. And then I'm going to start working on a couple long format videos, which is going to be pretty fun if I can get those long format videos underway. The editing for those I know is going to be a bear. So if I can get that done, I think we'll be pretty good. And then what I want to do later this week, I was hoping to do it tomorrow, and I was going to make an announcement about it, but I wanted to do a live stream. We're probably just going to do Super Mario Brothers 2. I wanted to promote it a little bit, like let people know that we were going to be out there doing that. But unfortunately, I don't think I can get the stream. I might not be able to stream tomorrow. So that's the thing. Like, I don't want to make an announcement saying I'm going to do something when I can't live up to it, because that's obviously just not fun. I won't be able to do that, and it won't be as fun as if I can. So it is what it is. I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels and talking to myself right now because, oh, look, there's a person here. Hi. We're just chatting about the channel and like a couple of things. People have been talking to me and asking me questions about the Switch 2. I'm not getting the Switch 2 anytime soon. I'm going to wait for it. They seem to be fairly available. Slicksy, what's going on? How are you doing? Nathaniel Beard, hello. That's a lot of games. It is. Thank you so much. It's my collection. If you're just joining in for this channel, I do retro video game stuff. I cover the history of video games. We go through a couple, like 2 to 3 videos a week where I do shorts on it. Long format videos I'm starting to work on now for the channel. So we'll be doing like more history dives with the channel. We'll be doing more video game cleaning where I do breakdowns of the games and kind of fix them up and get them ready for my shop. Abe Voorhees, awesome. I abandoned everything. I'm just on PC now. I feel like that's where things are going to an extent. I mean, for new games especially, but it's still like just like a download market now. Like, I really love physical. I've always loved physical copies of games, as you guys can see. And I think that like we're reaching that point now where like this is going to be it. Like, we're going to be talking about retro stuff when it comes to physical copies. Like the Switch 2, the cartridges just being in Game Pass. PlayStation has it too. Like the Indiana Jones game is just like a download. You get the disc, you put it in, and it says you have to download the game. So, sub to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Is it Slyzy or Slicksy? Muhammad Ali said hi, hello, welcome, welcome everybody. 17 viewers right now, 3 likes on the channel. We were just sitting here talking about Nintendo Switch. We're talking about things I got coming for the channel, so you guys to know. If you are new to the channel, we hit 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely mind blowing. That's fantastic. Thank you all so much for subbing and hanging out for me, with me. With that, we are going to be doing, I try to get 2 to 3 videos out a week. If you're new to the channel, on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you'll see like 1 short a day. That's the schedule I'm trying to keep, with a couple of live streams scattered here and there. I'm going to start trying to announce the live stream. So you'll see a short sometime during the week where I'll announce like, hey, we're going to be playing this game on Thursday or something like that. So hopefully like gets the notice out that when I'm going to be live. We're going to try to finish Super Mario Brothers 2, and then we're going to move on to a couple different games that I've been wanting to play. As for the Nintendo Switch, it's kind of, it's one of those things where
I don't buy any new systems now until like a while after they've been out, just to kind of see where things go with them. And like, there's usually a bunch of bugs. It sounds like the Nintendo Switches are going to have its own problems. Like, the Joy Cons already have stick drift. People are saying, which is really disappointing to see that. Um, the battery life isn't as long as people had thought it was going to be. What's my favorite game? Resident Evil for the PlayStation 1. Love Resident Evil series. That's always been like my favorite series for video games ever. But yeah, hearing about the stick drift problems, also like the user rights for the Nintendo Switch. Like if you like, I don't know if this is true or not, but if you use a third party charger, they could brick your system. Like that to me sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen, even though they're trying to like say like they have the right to do that. Um, I don't. I hope that's not true. Like I said, like I haven't done that much research on it yet. People have been asking me about it, and the preliminary stuff that I've seen, like I'm kind of like, pass. To me, it reminds me of the Wii U. Also, like I have a Switch. Like the Switch to me is like the perfect little system that I can take on the go, and the games work fine for what they are. I don't have that many for the Switch, but like what I do have, I enjoy a lot. And if I ever take it with me, like those, I'll play those games. But as for like it being that much beefier than the original one, like it seems like the Wii U. It seems like okay, there's a couple of like minimal upgrades this time around. Some stuff that's like kind of flashy, but not really that great. Chronofied Wyvern King, hello, how are you doing? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. One viewer now. Oh man, there were so many people here a second ago talking with me. Oh, where'd they all go? Two viewers now. Hi. What's going on, everybody? But yeah, so big time wait on that. The funny thing that they're talking about, like charging people $5 a month to use the chat button, which like chat has like been free for everything forever. Are we really going to like go down that road? That kind of bothers me too about it. I feel like these companies are getting a little too greedy with their products. Which, like, if that is the case, then well, I'm just going to go back to what I grew up with, and I'm just going to play those games because I have more games than I know what to do with already. Never was a fan of Wii. Wii was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a little gimmicky, which is understandable because like they had all the like the motion features and stuff like that, like the Wii bowling and all those things that like came with it right off the bat. People loved, and I see why it sold so much because like it really offered a lot. Um, Graphics wise, for the time, pretty good. But when it came out with a Wii U that had like the whole tablet, like a PSP or something like that, that you were supposed to be able, like that was like them experimenting with the Switch before the Switch came out. Like I didn't see the purpose of it. It wasn't something that I was like excited to go out and get. Never, I don't even think no, I never got a Wii U. I just had the Wii. So it's one of those things. Yeah. So I have a feeling Switch 2 might go down that road. So like that's kind of why another reason to wait, in my opinion, too. Big time scalpers are out there scalping them and trying to resell them, which is horrendous. I hate that. You see that a lot with Pokemon now. Like there's nonstop. I even saw it at my local Target. There was like a bunch of dudes just waiting to like grab as many copies of Pokemon as they could. My wife only played Mario and Zumba. Zumba was like one of the big things that sold. The fitness pad was a big selling point for the Wii. And that's what got like everybody and their grandma to buy it, was the fact that they were like thinking they were going to get fit on it, which like it was gimmicky in a way because like people did it for a little bit, but it didn't really offer that much, you know. And then people were throwing their Wiimotes into the TV because they weren't strapping it down right. So many videos watching people like destroy their TVs with those Wiimotes. Gosh, it was different times. But yeah, so yeah, big time. If you're just joining and we're talking about the Switch 2, on like camp like probably won't get. My kiddo wants it. Like that's where it's a little difficult too because it's like, are you really going to play that one that much? Like, I don't like the lack of games it has so far, which it's just the launch, so that always happens to with a lot of consoles is that they don't really have too many titles to offer. So we'll see. There's and the other thing that's annoying too is I keep seeing people like ranting and raving about how like much better like Zelda is on it. And it's like I already played Tears of the Kingdom. I don't need to play a slightly graphically enhanced Tears of the Kingdom. You know, like that's not appealing to me. I already played that game. I have limited time these days. So like if I'm playing a game, it's got to be something that I really want to play. Like the stuff I have back here, there's titles that I haven't even touched yet that for my collection that I want to go through. And like I need to find the time to play those. I'm not going to get a system just to go back and play the same thing I already played last year all over again. Like that's not happening. Like I'm just going to boot up my system that I have and play that game if I so choose. I feel like that's a new thing too that like people are really getting wrapped up in. It was like, oh well, all right, I may have this for the Xbox, but now they're offering a graphically enhanced version of it, so I'll get it and play it again just to own it. And that's happening every system now. Like you're seeing that with a ton of games. You know, I give a pass the ones that are like actually like true remasters that add things into it. Like that's a little bit different. But when you're just upping the graphics a little bit, I don't see the purpose in like buying that. You know, great for somebody who never had a chance to play it and they're playing it on the new system that they got. But like if you own it already, like you already played that game. I don't get the want to have to get something that's just like slightly runs better. If that's the case, then you're going to go to PC too. That's the other end of the spectrum with it. Simbo, what's going on? How are you doing? We're just chatting about Switch 2 and video games in general. I got a few minutes before the kiddo wakes up from her nap and the other ones get home from school. Do you use emulators on PSP or Switch or Steam Deck? So I don't use emulators. I've actually been on my other channel, which I started all of this with, the Clock app, which I'll say if you're here. I am thinking of trying one of those Ambernick systems just to like give it a test run and see what it's all about because they offered me one. To me, I enjoy everything about the original hardware. So like I want to hold that game. I want to, you know, put it in the system, turn it on. To be able to have 10,000 games pre-downloaded into an emulator is great. It's great if it's portable and something you want to take on the go. There's games that obviously don't download into that correctly. So, you know, like there'll be bugs and issues with it that you won't necessarily see on the original hardware. Things won't be mapped right for the controls. Things won't, you know, there will be glitches and stuff. So it has it's obviously it has its ups and downs, just like anything. I have in the past, like on PC, played some fun emulators, like Nintendo emulators. Just didn't have the same feeling though, obviously, because I was using a keyboard and stuff. Um, so yeah, like it has its purpose. I think it's fun, but like a lot of people that grew up with it, and this could just be a generational thing now too. Like, you know, like a lot of people that grew up with it, like it'll probably not really be a retro market in the future because I don't necessarily see like the younger generation wanting to collect like this. Like there are those that do, which is really awesome, and I hope it does continue on. But I think like the millennial generation and the Gen Xers are the ones who are going to be like really coveting these games and systems, which could be sad in the long run because like, you know, like they go for a good price, you know, now, and like they could be worth nothing one day, which is sad. And then people are just going to throw it in. But that's hopefully where emulation then comes in, and people still get to play those games. I personally would like it to be that like people see it as history now, and they want to preserve them. That's kind of what I'm doing with this, and like why I started the channel up and kind of changed things around with what I do is like because I want to talk about the history of the games because we wouldn't be where we are now without this behind me, you know. And it's really cool to see how developers were able to, you know, really get every little bit of memory they could out of a game for a certain system, and from the starting point of Nintendo, like say the NES to like the end of the NES's lifespan, you had some games that were like almost they weren't at the SNES level, but like they were pushing the limits of the NES to like really showcase like some graphical power that you didn't think the NES had when it first started. And that's really interesting too. So that's like stuff I like to talk about. Same thing with every system, pretty much like, you know, when it first comes out, like this is the emerging technology, like this is what we can do with it, and then like people figure out how to enhance it even more, and that's really fun to see, going from, you know, like the original Mario Brothers, even just to Super Mario Brothers 3 in that short span of time, what they were able to do with the Nintendo. And now, like, you even have people that are making homebrew games that are really pushing the limits. There is one game, I can't remember what the name of it was, but it's an NES game, and the chipboard itself has like an extra processor on it, I think, and it's like almost pushing Super Nintendo graphics on a Nintendo console. So it's kind of like it started at, I think it's a GoFundMe right now to get it, or a Kickstarter to get it like really developed. But these dudes were just working on it in their basement, and they made this fantastic fantasy game that looks great. I'll try to get the name for that and do a video on it and talk about it in the future too, because I feel like um, with video game history, that itself is history in the making. Got you right on. Take care. See you around. Abe Voorhees, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you have a great day. I'll probably be on for just a little while longer anyway. I wasn't planning on chatting for too long, but I just wanted to kind of get out there because I haven't gotten too much out this week in terms of videos. Work's been really kind of getting in the way of the hobby and getting some stuff out there to everyone. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Which actually I may also hop onto another channel and talk about some stuff too in a few minutes. Try to do like just kind of like cover all the bases. But yeah, so a lot of stuff. It's been really fun. Like I said, like I'm gonna try to get 2 to 3 videos out Friday, Saturday, and Sundays where you can find that. New stuff's coming. I gotta get a couple things squared away for my shop because I'm going to upload a lot more games to the shop. There's going to be what I like to call a few games that I'm going to do for like a limited series, which I'm calling Restored Complete in Box, where I've actually sourced reproduction boxes and manuals to add to the loose carts that I have to really bring that experience back of getting it for the first time. So what I plan to do is I'm going to have them all taken apart clean, tested, and then packaged in a reproduction box with their manual. And it's going to have the foam insert. It's going to have a little certificate of authenticity that tells you that the game itself is, you know, been checked through. It's an authentic board. It's an authentic game. It's going to tell you what in the package is going to be reproduction. So that way there's no question, you know, like if you ever go to like happen to sell it or whatever, you're not going to pass it off as, you know, an original. It's going to have a little Matty Nui sticker come with it too. So it's going to be like a fun little package that I'm going to offer on my website in the near future. I've got the prototype for it, and I'm going to try to like get that boxed up and squared away and sealed off to see. But yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, I'm going to have that added to my website. The link for my website is on the link tree in my bio on my homepage, so you can see that as well. But that's going to be it for me for now. I'm going to jump on and chat somewhere else for a little bit and kind of like make the rounds just because I don't have too much time today, but I want to just say hi to everybody. All right. Thank you so much for joining in. This was awesome. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.